believe it or not, there's still some free agents out there that can currently help NFL teams. So today we're taking the top 10 most talked about free agents at the moment, and I'm going to give you why I think they're still unsigned and then the best landing spot for them. But before we get into that, shout out to my stream viewers for helping me come up with this idea for this video last night. So shout out to everyone from the stream chat, and also be sure to like and subscribe. And let's get into this video. Let's start off with someone I'm pretty sure most of you guys are familiar with, or everyone's familiar with this guy, Jadeveon Clowney. Now, Jadeveon Clowney is currently unsigned because he is currently overvaluing himself. He thinks he's worth more than what the league thinks he's worth. And look, I always root for the players to get as much as they can, because your days in the league are numbered, and you only get a certain amount of chances to get a big contract. Most of the time you only get one chance. So I can't be mad at Clowney, but he also has to understand the situation. He needs to realize what he's actually worth. I heard he turned down a contract from Cleveland. He didn't want to go to Cleveland. And to that I say, bro, they're offering you the biggest contract by far than anyone else is offering you. You gotta take that contract, because at this point, Clowney wants the money, but he also wants to win. That's the situation he's in. So, if I'm Jadeveon Clowney, I would have took that Cleveland deal, because beggars can't be choosers. You know what they say. So, if you're trying to get the money, but also go to a contender, the odds of that happening are slim to none, because all these teams that are contenders, most of them don't have the cap space to sign what you think you're worth. Because let's be real, no good team is going to pay Jadeveon Clowney 18, 19, 20 mil a year. They're just not, because Jadeveon Clowney is not worth that money. He is not 18 mil plus a year worth. He's just not. He's not that good of a player. And, as a Texans fan, I didn't see that. But now I do. I see how the league values Clowney. I was pissed whenever the Texans traded him for Jacob Martin, Barkevius Mingo, and a third-round pick. But that's what the league values Clowney at, because Seattle didn't want to re-sign him for over 18 mil a year, and no other team has signed him yet. So Clowney needs to understand the situation you're in, and just sign to Cleveland. You should have signed that Cleveland deal, but I'm pretty sure that's too late now. Now, as for the best fit, Texans fans, you're going to hate me for this, but I do think Tennessee is the perfect fit for Jadeveon Clowney. They run that 3-4 scheme. He fits that 3-4 scheme, despite everyone saying, oh, Clowney would be better in a 4-3. No, Clowney's best years came here in Houston in a 3-4. And guess what? Mike Vrabel runs a 3-4. Guess what? Mike Vrabel coached Jadeveon Clowney in Houston. Guess what? Jadeveon Clowney loves Mike Vrabel. Guess what? Mike Vrabel loves Jadeveon Clowney. So Jadeveon Clowney to Tennessee. I know there was rumors about it about a month ago. They kind of died down now, but if I was Tennessee, if I was Clowney, I would try to make something happen. Next guy, Devonta Freeman, running back. Why is he still a free agent? Because he's not good. He's injury prone. Where should he go? Retirement. Honestly, as harsh as that might sound, that's how I feel about him, and he said he's willing to sit out a whole year till he gets his contract he wants. So, buddy, if you're going to sit out the whole year, you might as well sit out for the rest of your life, because I think Freeman's done. I don't think he's very good to begin with at this point in his career, and, those injuries are just huge red flags. Maybe at some point midseason someone picks him up when their starting or backup running back gets hurt, but Devonta Freeman, just retire, man. Next guy, Damon Harrison, nose tackle. I think he should go to the Packers. And Texans fans, I know you guys probably want him, but yeah, I think the perfect spot for him is Green Bay. Green Bay, yes, they have Kenny Clark, who is really good in my opinion, but they need someone else in that middle of that defense. Last year, that defense got gashed by other teams' run games, and they didn't really do much to address any needs. I think Green Bay had by far the worst offseason of any team in the NFL, and I feel like adding Damon Harrison doesn't fix the whole run defense situation for Green Bay, but it definitely helps. Green Bay needs inside linebackers. They don't have that, but add in a dominant nose tackle like Damon Harrison, that would definitely help. Now, the reason why Damon Harrison is currently unsigned, he's a little bit older. He's contemplated retirement before. He had injuries last year, so, with this whole Rona situation going around, they want to bring him in and make sure he's healthy and ready to go. Also, Damon Harrison has also said himself on Twitter that he's in no rush, so he's just taking his time. So sometimes players just want to chill, especially older players. They aren't looking to participate in training camp, so they're just waiting till it's signed, like after preseason or during preseason, so they don't have to go through all the training camp, because they're vets. They've been there, done that. There's really no point of them in participating in any of that stuff. Now, next guy is recently cut guard from the Saints, Larry Warford. Why is he still a free agent? Because he just got cut like 3 weeks ago, and the whole Rona situation too. It's affecting free agency somewhat for like some of these older players, and like I said, with Damon Harrison, some older players, like, they just want to wait. So, best landing spot for Warford, in my opinion, is the Bengals or Jets. And I'm kind of leaning more towards the Jets because Warford is a way better run blocker than pass blocker. And with the Jets having paid a bunch of money for Le'Veon Bell last year and Le'Veon Bell having kind of a bad season last year, you got to get him some help. I do know that the Jets don't really like him. They wish to kind of like get rid of him, but they kind of can't. They're kind of stuck to him. So why not help him out? And also in the process, help out your young quarterback, get him some protection. Now, next guy, there's Eric Reed, safety, formerly on the Panthers, or last year on the Panthers. I say Houston is the best spot for him. The Texans need a box safety pretty bad. They need essentially another linebacker, so why not bring in Eric Reed? And honestly, I don't know why Eric Reed is still unsigned. Yeah, he's not so good in coverage, but he's a pretty good box safety in my opinion. The dude can rack up tackles, and that's what you want from a box safety. Not really covering that much. He can cover underneath. You don't want him deep because, trust me, he is not a good deep safety. He's a box safety, and I think he fits that role perfectly, so Houston, call him up and make his brother Justin Reed happy. Okay, next guy, I got Logan Ryan. And I've seen a lot of Texans fans asking about this guy. I'm going to just say this. No. Why is this guy still unsigned? Because he's not good and because he wants a lot of money. Apparently he wants a deal similar to his old deal, which is $10 million a year. This dude is not good. He is not good. I know some of you guys might bring up, oh, he had 4 sacks and 100 tackles. You do not want that from your corner. That is not what you're looking for in a corner. No. You want a corner that can cover. This guy cannot cover. This guy is, I don't even know what he is. He should just retire. Who should sign him? His local retirement home. No. There's a reason why he's still unsigned. He wants too much money, and he's not good. He's just not. And I had to put him in the title, Logan Ryan to the Texans, because I just felt like I had to address that because there's a bunch of Texans fans saying, we should go get Logan Ryan. Trust me. You do not want Logan Ryan. Dude allows like 70 catches a year. That's why he has a bunch of tackles. Like I said, you do not want your corners getting a bunch of tackles. That's a bad sign. Okay, next guy. Everson Griffen. Everson Griffen, I feel like he's unsigned because he's an older guy as well. I feel like he doesn't want to sign. He's taking it slow. Now, the team I think should sign him is the team that missed out on another edge rusher, Jadeveon Clowney. I think the Browns should go get Everson Griffen. The Browns have a bunch of cap space. They have the most in the league right now, so why not go pair this guy with Myles Garrett? They'll have a nice pass rushing duo, so they can chase after Lamar Jackson over there. Next guy, this is a big one. I think this is the biggest one. And why he's unsigned, I just think teams are kind of dumb, but also being kind of cautious because a shoulder injury to a quarterback can be very dangerous, so they want to bring him in for a physical. And with the Rona situation, they can't really do that. And I'm talking about Cam Newton, if you haven't figured it out already. The team that I think should sign Cam Newton, and I hate to say this, the Patriots. If Cam Newton goes to the Patriots can probably go back to the Super Bowl next year. Yes, their roster isn't amazing, but that defense is still good. But Cam Newton on that team, yikes, watch out. Because Belichick would be able to do so much with them. Well, Josh McDaniels too. Well, I guess you could say Josh McDaniels, but like Cam Newton in New England is scary. Imagine that offense with a mobile quarterback. But wait, there's more, because the next guy on the list, I also think he should go to New England, and that is tight end Delanie Walker. Now, why is Walker still unsigned? Older guy, he is probably waiting. Other teams want to test him out, see if he's good to go, see if he's healthy. But Delanie Walker going to New England, obviously Walker ain't no Rob Gronkowski, but he would easily be their second best receiving option behind Edelman. They also have James White. They have a decent offensive line. Adding Cam Newton to that, adding Delanie Walker, you have Mohamed Sanu, who is decent, and you have a rookie first round pick, N'Keal Harry from last year, who could turn out to be something, you never know. So Cam Newton and Delanie Walker going to New England automatically makes them a lock to win the AFC East, in my opinion. So Cam Newton, Delanie Walker, I think they should both go to New England. And the last guy on my list, because I am making this a top 10 list, because I don't really want to go through all these free agents. I'm kind of going off like the 10 biggest name players, in my opinion, out there. The last guy is Rashad Jones, safety, formerly on the Dolphins. He was released. Why is he still available? Same reason as the other guys. Vet guy, he probably wants to wait. Now, the team I think he should go to is the Jets. Why? Because I think the Jets are going to trade Jamal Adams. There's just too much smoke. And where there is smoke, there is fire. I think at some point, the Jets this season, they're going to trade Jamal Adams. I think it's a huge mistake because the dude is amazing, arguably the best safety in the NFL. But I think it's going to happen, guys. I think Jamal Adams, he's going to end up getting traded. And I think it would be smart for the Jets to have that replacement in place. Obviously not a long-term solution, but a short-term solution, because I don't know, man, because I love Jamal Adams, and he's one of my favorite players in the NFL, and I just don't see him staying with the Jets. I just don't see it. I think the Jets are definitely going to be dumb enough to trade him. I'm sorry, Jets fans, if you're watching, but that's just the way I see things going down. Maybe a mid-season trade at the deadline, he gets traded. So it'd be smart to have a player in place right there so the drop-off isn't that significant. Obviously, it's already pretty big between Jamal Adams and Rashad Jones, but it could be way worse. So, yeah, why not go get Rashad Jones as I guess insurance, because I wouldn't even say insurance, just for when it happens, because at this point, I just see it happening. And Texans fans, if you're watching, know the Texans aren't getting Jamal Adams. Stop. Please stop. I would love it, but it's just not gonna happen. And, just a few names extra, people might ask me about Terrell Suggs, Clay Matthews, Michael Bennett. Those guys, well, they're older guys as well. They're probably just waiting as well, playing the waiting game. They probably don't want to go through training camp, and teams probably want to bring them in for a workout, see if they're healthy. Now, where could they go? They could go anywhere. They could literally go anywhere. But these guys at this point in their careers, like Suggs, Clay Matthews, Michael Bennett, they're probably just looking to win a Super Bowl. So they might even wait till midseason and like latch on to a Kansas City or something, or a San Francisco, New Orleans, any of those teams. They might latch onto one of those and try to get a free Super Bowl ride, a free Super Bowl ring. But hey, to each their own. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys for today. Comment down below where you think these guys will go. Comment down below if you think I missed a big name free agent, or comment down below if you disagree with one of my takes on one of these players. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.